All right, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rachak Double honors to the elder apostles of Great Millstone who rule well, and salutation and much love to the Akim out there pushing out his word in truth and sincerity. This is the brother Osh from Great Millstone, Tampa, back with another lesson. Lord's will is going to be edifying to the hopeful elect. And just going to do a quick video on something I came across some video of the earthquake that happened earlier this year. I believe it was the one in Miramar, and some streamer. I don't know what his name is, but nonetheless, not important. He was going live while the earthquake was happening, and in the video you'll see I'll put it up on the screen here in a second. You'll see that he was in a high rise building. All right, and Jake didn't know what the hell to do. They were panicking, and this was going to come to happen when these thermonuclear missiles uh, um, hit America. All right, when Babylon the Great is destroyed via thermonuclear missiles, what's gonna happen is the whole Earth is gonna feel the impact of it. All right, so that's why you don't want to be on this earth. That's why the Lord's gonna deliver His elect from the four winds of the earth, pursuant to Matthew chapter 24. Matter of fact, let's get that verse. Let's see here. I think it's around about the um, four winds of the earth. Let's see here. Hold on. Four. You know it's in Matthew 12, but I just type that in. Quick search. Matthew 24 and 31. And he shall send his angels with the great sound of a trumpet, and they shall gather together his elect from the four winds, from one end of heaven to the other. So the Lord's gonna have to deliver, okay, his elect, because this is what's going to take place here on this earth when these missiles hit. You don't want to be here to experience it. And again, this matter of fact, let me just play the video first of this Muppet. These streamers are bugging out when Salakia, when the earthquake hit in Miramar. So let me just let it play. This is just like a minute.
I mean, I had friends, but I like when you be thinking about like elevating in life, like a lot of people just be cool with where they at. So it's just
Now I'm not gonna lie, I don't got a lot of friends while I'm in Atlanta either. All my friends in LA. I got a couple friends in Atlanta, but all my friends like mine.
What the fuck is that?
Nigga, it's just a.
See, so you see they're pretty high up, couple, what, 10, 15, 20 stories up, whatever. So, he's saying, what the fuck is that? Because they're starting to feel the trembles. And this was like 7.8. See, when the missiles hit, like we're going to get into, the whole earth is going to reel to and fro. It's going to be a great earthquake, as you see, or as you see the title of the video. Okay, so this is cakewalk, and they're bugging out. But check it out. And there ain't going to be nowhere to run, nowhere to hide from this. So if you're in a building in Costa Rica, if you're in a high-rise building in Singapore or Taiwan, China, whatever, and them buildings are coming down. Okay, so just check it out.
Oh shit, this is a tsunami?
No, that's what's happening.
That's an earthquake.
Are you serious?
Bro, what the fuck is that?
And again, this is in Miramar. This was a 7.8.
Oh shit! Why you? No, nigga, I'm dead. What the fuck is this?
No, bro, this.
Oh shit! No.
See, people gonna be bugging out all over the world when these missiles hit, because of this great earthquake.
Ah! No, this is. Oh shit! Oh shit! Bro, what the fuck is going on? Why you laughing? No, I'm dead ass. I don't know. Hold on, gang. Get that shit, Jalen. Oh shit! We gotta go. Let's get up. We gotta go. We gotta stay.
Hey, look at that. Jake is through. So, people that's going to be, there's going to be Israelites around the world too, and they're going to be wherever they at, and that earthquake is going to hit them when the missiles come.
No, oh my gosh, no. Oh shoot. What the fuck is that even for? Hey, where do we go?
Even the cleaning lady bugging. Yeah, and dumbass just gonna try to go through the elevator. But anyway, I thought that shit was hilarious. So it sparked this topic because what's gonna cause that great earthquake that the whole world's gonna feel? Well, it's gonna be the thermonuclear destruction of Babylon the Great. This Isaiah 13:4 says the noise of a multitude in the mountains, like as of a great people, or tumultuous noise of the kingdoms of nations gathered together. Yahweh of hosts mustereth the hosts of the battle. Yeah, this is gonna be the day of the Lord. Okay, this is how the Lord's coming with great fire, with vengeance and great fury. All right, Isaiah 66:15, verse 16. It says they come from a far country. Yeah, these missiles. All right, which is when they start impacting the earth, the whole earth is gonna feel it. Okay, because these weapons of mass destruction, all right, these thermonuclear warheads have never been tested to its fullest capabilities. And when they all go off, chiefly here in Babylon the Great, it's going to shake things up literally. It says they come from a far country, from the end of heaven, even Yahweh and the weapons of his indignation to destroy the whole land, which is going to be, again, Babylon the Great. How ye, for the day of Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai is at hand, it shall come as a destruction from the Almighty. And again, yeah, America, if you're here in America, you're going to be completely obliterated. Absolutely. But just because you ain't in America doesn't mean you're not going to feel the impact of these missiles. Okay? As we're going to get into, it says, therefore shall all hands be faint, and every man's heart shall melt, and they shall be afraid. Pangs and sorrow shall take hold of them. They shall be in pain. This is the day of the Lord we're talking about here. For the day of the Lord is at hand. It's going to be a terrible day. So all these Christians talking about the rapture and sweet Jesus was coming to save them. The day of the Lord ain't come yet. and Jesus ain't going to save you on this day. Woe unto you that desire the day of the Lord. To what end is it unto you? It says, they shall be in pain as a woman that travaileth. They shall be amazed one at another. Their faces shall be ashamed. Yeah, the people here in America, these are going to be obliterated. All right. You're going to be tormented in the lake of fire. But the rest of the people, they're going to have to witness and experience this. And a lot of people are going to die worldwide from the earthquake. It says, behold, the day of the Lord cometh cruel, both with wrath and fierce anger, to lay the land desolate. Again, the big showdown, all right, so to say, the big face of judgment is going to be in Babylon here in America. And he shall destroy, destroy the sinners thereof out of it. For the stars of heaven and the constellations thereof shall not give their light. The sun shall be darkened in his going forth, and the moon shall not cause her light to shine. Yeah, the stars of heaven, the rulership of this place. Okay, the sun being dark, no more knowledge of wisdom is going to be brought forth anymore of Babylon the Great, but also physically too. All right, because when this plume cloud, all right, this smoke goes up, it's going to bring forth what is called the nuclear winter. Okay, a nuclear winter. It's gonna block out the sun. Matter of fact, the people left over after this earthquake is done, they're gonna have it rough because this fallout, the nuclear fallout. All right, the sun being blocked out, the temperatures are gonna drop. It's gonna be bad, man. It says, and I will punish the world for their evil and the wicked for their iniquity, and I will cause the arrogancy of the proud to cease, and will lay low the haughtiness of the terrible. Let me get to the point. Okay, 13 says, therefore I will shake the heavens, and the earth shall remove out of her place in the wrath of the Lord Yahweh Bashim Al-Shai of hosts, and in the day of his fierce anger. So the scriptures say the earth is going to remove itself. Okay, let's see what the different translations say. NLT, for I will shake the heavens, the earth will move from its place when the Lord of heaven's armies display his wrath. And part of Yahweh Bashim Al-Shai's army is the nukes. All right, the earth will shake from its place at the wrath of the Lord Almighty. Shaking out, shake from its foundation. So let's go to Isaiah 24. But this is literally going to shake the earth. This nuclear destruction, these missiles that come from another land, as it said in 13th chapter. Isaiah 24, verse 20. The earth shall reel to and fro like a drunkard, and shall be removed like a cottage, and the transgression thereof shall be heavy upon it, and it shall fall and not rise again. See what the other translations say. The earth staggers like a drunk. You ever seen a drunk person walking? It's going back and forth. It trembles like a tent in a storm. The earth reels like a drunkard. It sways. The earth is literally gonna sway. That's what happens when an earthquake happens, right? People can't stand, panicking, don't know what to do. You know what? Let me ask ChatGPT something. Let's see what ChatGPT got to say. If all the ICBMs hit, hold on, nuclear warheads hit America, would there be a global earthquake? Question mark. See what ChatGPT says. If all the nuclear warheads hit America at the same time. Which we know is going to be. That's a heavy question. Let's break it down. Nuclear yield versus earthquakes. The largest nuclear bomb. Okay, I wanted a yes or no. Would it trigger a global earthquake? No. Single nuclear. I didn't say single. Even if all U.S. targeted nukes went off at once, the effect would be localized. Nah, you tripping. Well, it says massive fallout, nuclear winter, shock waves. That's localized earthquakes. Nah, man, that's not what the scriptures say. Now, see, it's going to be off the chart. ChatGPT don't know what's going on when it concerns this. Bottom line, even if every nuclear weapon on Earth detonated on American soil at once, it would not cause a global earthquake. That's what you think. Because they again, ChatGPT is just going off of theoretical shit, megatons. They've never tested. The strongest bomb ever tested was 50 megatons. The Satan II, check it out. How many megatons of TNT does Satan to have? See if it's correct. Thinking longer for a better answer. Yeah. RS-28. What's the yield on that? Again, the strongest one they've ever tested was 50 megatons. That's nothing compared to what's coming. And look, earthquake that's 9.0 is 32,000 megatons. That's nothing compared to, we're talking about kilotons. All right. Kilotons. See, 500, 750 kilotons. So ChatGPT don't know what's going on, man. The strongest one ever tested. See, he's going off of these theoretical numbers because that even Esau's bullshit science tells you, oh, it's theoretical. These are megatons. Look, the spirit of the Lord, these are the weapons of his indignation. So ChatGPT is wrong on this one. So let's go. So it says, so where was it? 500 to 700 kilotons. Okay. If it carries 16 warheads, 12 megatons. Yeah, so would you like to convert the U compared to the historic bombs? Let's see. Because I already done that research. I know what kilotons compared to megatons is. And again, these are theoreticals. You see that sign right there? It says that means approximately. Okay, he's going into some joules and shit like that. We trying to get to the kilotons, man. Anyway, ChatGPT failed on that one. Because we know what the scriptures say. The earth are real to and fro like a drunkard. All right. And again, and these weapons have never fully been tested. The strongest one was the Tsar bomb, which was what, the 50s, 60s, something like that. These weapons, if they test them, it's over. That's why they can't fully test them. They can test the propulsion systems. All these numbers are theoretical. Isaiah 34:4, and all the hosts of heaven shall be dissolved, and the heavens shall be rolled together as a scroll, the mushroom cloud, right? And all their hosts shall fall down as the leaf falleth from the uh as the leaf falleth off from the vine, and as a falling fig from the fig tree. All right. Going into how the missiles are gonna be shot. And then that mushroom cloud. You know what? Hold on. Let me go back to ChatGPT. Because I'm gonna ask it. Hold on. You know what? Let me copy and paste the scripture just to see what it says. Go back to Isaiah. What was it 24? Oh shit! Oh, it went away. Fuck it. Let me see if I can find it in the history again. But meanwhile, go to Revelation. Well, actually, hold on. Let me go back to Isaiah 34 because it's gonna link up with Okay, here it is. Hold on. Okay, hold on. Yeah, Isaiah 34 is gonna link up with Revelation though. But let's see if I put this in there, Isaiah 24. Because sometimes you got to beat ChatGPT up before it gives you the truth. 24 and 20. 120, come on. Slocky. Let's see here. This sounds like a global earthquake. It uses imagery of the earth staggering like a drunk person to describe instability and judgment. Literal reading, some take it as cosmic scale event, perhaps something like, oh, okay, perhaps that could be imagined as a global earthquake. Okay. Global earthquake idea, global earthquake in today's. Okay. Oh, see, look, it's going to mention Revelation 6 and 16, shaking events in a way that combines real disaster. Oh, so now we're getting somewhere. Would you like me? You know what? Go ahead. And let me feed this. Yes. And take into account Isaiah 13. What was it? Isaiah 13 and was it 10 or 13? Isaiah 13. 13. 6 through 13. Perfect. Isaiah 13 and 24 line up very closely with Revelation's earthquake imagery. Let's walk through it. All right, let's walk through it then. Mentions destruction for the Almighty. Well, he ain't gonna ChatGPT ain't gonna tell you that's the missiles though. Revelation, which we're gonna get to. The great and mighty earthquakes connecting them. Earth reeling, day of the Lord, catastrophic judgment, cosmic disturbances, earthquake so global that mountains and islands move. Both prophets are pointing to the same kind of end time scenario, not just one localized quake. Exactly. So you contradicted yourself because up here, ChatGPT said it's going to be localized earthquakes, right? Localized quakes. Got you already. Let's go back though. See what else he says. Earthquake so global, not just one localized quake, but a planet-wide destabilization describing both physical terms, earthquake, darkened skies, and symbolic terms. Yeah, the darkened skies, you quoted it earlier, ChatGPT, Mr. Chat, which means Babel. What he say? He ain't say something about a nuclear winter and massive fallout. Nuclear winter firestorms and soot could block sunlight, lowering global temperatures for years. See? So now you're gonna have to go back on what you said, Mr. GPT. In symbolic terms, collapse of nation rulers and world systems, yeah, which we mentioned. Isaiah and Revelations together, a global earthquake unlike anything seen in history. And what's going to cause that? The thermonuclear destruction of Babylon. See, so that's the takeaway. Possibly involving real geophysical upheaval, but definitely also symbolizing God shaking the foundations of human civilization. The language shows that at the end of the age, will feel like the whole creation itself is being overwatched. It will be. No, I don't want your timeline because you don't know shit about no prophecy. But let me ask it, if that's the takeaway, could it possibly be caused by every, hold on. And there's the powerful question. Let's weigh it out. All nuclear warheads combined. Oh, this nigga doing it. Bullshit again. Magnitude 10, theoretically 15. So scientifically, nukes wouldn't make the planet itself real like a drunkard. What could nukes look like? Prophecy. Yeah, see. Yeah, so it ain't gonna tell you the truth. But that's what's gonna cause it. All right. That's what's gonna cause the world of real to and fro. Hold on. What? Okay, I had it backwards in. But anyway, again, that's all theoretical numbers, so ChatGPT admitted it. What the scriptures say, Isaiah 34 about a global earthquake, but now it's trying to renege on it. But anyway, Isaiah 34. Oh wait, we read that already. So now let's go to Revelation 6, which even before I even mentioned it, ChatGPT threw it in there because he knows that that links up. Revelation 6 and 12. This is going to be behold, and I beheld when he had opened the sixth seal, and lo, there was a great earthquake, and the sun became black as sackcloth of hair, and the moon became blood, and the stars of heaven fell into the earth. Yeah, the leaks of this place, and the missiles, even as a fig tree catch their untimely figs, which is linking up with Isaiah 34, when she taken of a mighty wind. And the heaven departed as a scroll when it is rolled together, and every mountain and island were moved out of their place, and the kings of the earth and the great men and the rich men and the chief captains and the mighty men and every bondman and every free man hid themselves in the dens and in the rocks of the mountains. And guess what? That ain't gonna do nothing, because these elites, they're gonna be already in their bunkers. They're gonna be in the bunkers already, and they're gonna. Well, let me go back, finish that verse. It says, so they're gonna hide themselves in dens, and then in the rocks of the mountains, and said to the mountains and rocks, fall on us and hide us from the face of him that sitteth on the throne and from the wrath of the Lamb. So they're gonna try to hide worldwide, the elites, but we're gonna get them out of there. Amos 9 and 2 says, though they dig into hell, thence shall mine hand take them. Though they climb up to heaven, thence will I bring them down. Right. So it don't matter where they hide, the Lord's gonna get you via his men. It says, and though they hide themselves in the top of Carmel, I will search and take them out thence. And though they be hid from my sight in the bottom of the sea, thence will I command the serpent, and he shall bite them. You have Leviathan's coming. All right. And those that hide themselves in the rocks and the dens, the Lord's going to have us round you devils up. And whatever nations are down there, the kings of the other nations, the leaders of the other nations. Jeremiah 16 and 16, behold, I will send for many fishers, saith Yahweh, Bashim Yahshai, and they shall fish them. All right, didn't Yahweh Shai tell Peter, I shall make you fishers of men? And after will I send for many hunters. Yeah, what do hunters do? They go get that prey, and they shall hunt them from every mountain and from every hill and out of the holes of the rock. So it is no hiding. At the top, that you can't hide from this. What's coming? And the people, the bunkers, they're gonna outlast this earthquake. But again, the people that are standing out in the buildings and in bumfuck Egypt or wherever, Zimbabwe and what else? India, where the Nepal, whatever these people are at, they're gonna feel that earthquake. And as ChatGPT said, it sounds like a global earthquake. Well, that's what it is. That's exactly what the scriptures say. All right. Let's go to Revelation. There's a couple more precepts. You know what? Hold on. Let me see something. Let's go back to Mr. Chat. The hell? Oh, shit. Let's go back to it. A purely human nuclear war language could describe self-destruction. The nukes is what's going to destroy this place. See, because ChatGPT can't decipher that Isaiah 13. Matter of fact, hold on. Let me ask it that. What the hell? Slovakia. Something's wrong with the computer. Oh, that's why. That's an insightful question. Many students surprisingly have wondered whether Isaiah 13:6 onward describing something like modern nuclear. Let's talk through it. How could this align with nuclear imagery? Oh, so now the earth is shaking, huh? Multiple detonations, firestars, rocking nations, political systems, but also Isaiah specifically frames it as day of the Lord. Exactly. On the day of the Lord, those missiles are going to be shot off. Not just human warfare. See, yeah, this is a little too above ChatGPT's pay grade. So Isaiah could be possibly yes. The imagery of burning faces, darkness, desolation, and global trembling does line up with what a nuclear exchange would cause. But not only nukes, the text is also broader. Yeah, it's gonna be the indignation of the Lord. That's why. What about Isaiah 66:15? Good question. See how I could connect it. The Lord is coming with fire. All right, it's constant symbol. Chariots are talking about the UFOs. See? So we starting to draw the picture. The ICBMs, nuclear detonations, mushroom clouds. Okay. I say it's not necessarily describing man's weapons. Well, yeah, right, because it's the weapons of his indignation. Parallel nuclear war effects. Destruction. See, look, prophetic foreshadowing of a modern nuclear destruction. If man-made weapons are the tool God uses for judgment, well, that's what he's going to use because they're his weapons. So, all right, that's enough for that. So let's go to Revelation 11, verse 13. Just to wrap it all together. Well, actually, I started at verse 12. It says, and they heard a great voice from heaven saying unto them, come up hither. That's when the Lord returns in the chariots. He delivers his elect, and they ascended up to heaven in the cloud, and their enemies beheld him. So we're gonna go up. Simultaneously, the missiles are gonna be flying. In the same hour, there was a great earthquake, and the 10th part of the city fell, and in the earthquake were slain of men 7,000, and the remnant were frightened and gave glory to the Most High, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai of heaven. The second woe was past, and behold, the third woe cometh quickly. See? So this is going to cause a great earthquake. Matter of fact, let's plug that in now. Revelation. What about see what it says now. Great earthquake. Like Isaiah 24 said, Revelation after uses earthquake as a sign of God shaking human systems, bringing out judgment. Okay. Here it is localized, not the whole earth, but a specific city. Well, yeah, because is it going to be a great earthquake? Yeah, because the missiles are going to fall on the city, right? The 10th part of the city. And then the earthquake was slain. Yeah, so yeah, ChatGPT ain't got the answers. Earthquake blast, shockwave of nuclear detonation on there or near city would mimic an earthquake's destruction. Yeah, but we got to tie it back to Isaiah 24. The whole earth's going real to and fro. So, whatever. We know what the scriptures say. So, one more scripture. Revelation, which you quoted it earlier, ChatGPT. Revelation 16:17, and the seventh angel poured out his vial into the air, and there came a great voice out of the temple of heaven from the throne saying, "It is done." That's okay. Here it is, 18. And there were voices and thunders and lightnings, and there was a great earthquake, such as was not since men were upon the earth, so mighty an earthquake and so great. You know, so a great earthquake is coming, man, like never seen before. Ultimately, that's the point, man. That mighty earthquake is coming. All right, and it's gonna be at the end of the Armageddon, the War of Armageddon, the World War III, the war, the finale of World War III. All right, and then remember they're gonna be fighting the Lord, so the missile's still gonna be shot off, and it's gonna hit them, obliterate America, coast to coast. And then the earth's going to roll to and fro. As the elect's going to be delivered at that same time, scarcely be saved. But people around the world that are not going to be impacted directly by these missiles, trust and believe they're going to feel it, whether it be the earthquake, the nuclear fallout, the nuclear winter, all of that. So best bet would be to get delivered, be part of the elect, but you can't make yourself part of the elect. So Lord's will, we be part of the elect, continue to strive and endure to the end so that we can be delivered in these dark times that are coming ahead, the day of the Lord, dark and gloomy. Okay? So with that, Lord's will is edifying. I'm going to give all praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Ba'Shem, Yahushai, Ba'Shem, Rachakwadash, double honors to the elder apostles of Great Millstone who were well, and much love and salutation to the elect of Yahweh, Ba'Shem, Yahushai. Shalom.